Have you ever wondered if the rules that run the universe also run your own personal growth? Well, today we're diving into a framework that does just that. It connects the tiny, fundamental building blocks of everything to the actual architecture of your mind. Let's get into it.
You know, we usually think of our mindset as something, well, emotional, right? Kind of messy, maybe a little chaotic. But what if that's not the whole story? What if it actually followed a deeper, more predictable set of rules? What if your mindset had a structure, like a kind of personal physics?
So this is the core idea we're exploring, a physics of mindset. We're going to see how principles from the biggest scales of reality can actually be applied directly to our own self-development. I mean, just stop and think about that for a second. The same fundamental patterns that hold galaxies together, the same forces that dictate how the tiniest particles behave, could be the very same ones that shape how you come up with new ideas, how you push through challenges, and how you literally build your own reality. It's a pretty huge thought.
Okay, so to really get this whole physics of mindset thing, we've got to start with, actual physics. Let's take a look at the real building blocks of our physical world.
In the world of physics, quarks are pretty much it. They are the absolute bottom floor. Everything you can see and touch, your desk, the stars, you, it's all just different combinations of 6 types of these tiny, tiny particles. They're basically the alphabet of the entire universe.
And right here is where the analogy gets super interesting. Just like those 6 physical quarks build all matter, this framework suggests there's a set of mental quarks that build your mindset. But wait a second, you probably spotted it. Physics gives us 6 quarks. This model has 7. So what's going on with that extra one?
Well, that little difference brings us to the most unique part of this whole system. It's the introduction of a 7th element, one that's purely human.
And this is exactly why the model has to adapt. Because let's be real, a straight-up physics framework can't possibly account for things like consciousness, or imagination, or what it feels like to be alive. We're way more than just the sum of our physical parts. So the system adds a 7th conceptual quark. This is one that doesn't exist in a physics lab, but it's absolutely fundamental to the human mind.
It's called the LITE quark. And you can think of it as, well, you. It's your awareness. It's that ability you have to just step back from all the noise in your head, detach from your ego, and just see things clearly. It's the conscious spark that makes us uniquely human.
Okay, so let's break down the whole shebang. Here are the 7 mental quarks that, according to this framework, actually build the architecture of your identity.
First up, you've got the up quark. This is pure ignition. It's that burst of courage to act before you feel prepared. You know when you finally just hit send on that risky email, or you start writing that first sentence instead of waiting for perfect inspiration? That's you activating the up quark. It's the force that shatters inertia.
Now, balancing that is the down quark. This is your foundation. It's the quality that lets you absorb pressure and actually turn it into strength. Activating this is when you stick to your routine even when you're stressed, or you take that one deep, calming breath before a tough conversation. It's all about unshakable stability.
Then we have the strange quark. This one is the flash of insight, that creative leap that seems to come from absolutely nowhere. You activate this one by creating space for the unexpected. Take a different route home, listen to a wild new genre of music, or just let your mind wander without a goal. It's where breakthroughs are born.
Next is the charm quark. Now this isn't about being loud. It's a quiet, gravitational confidence. It's a presence. You activate it by being fully present, like putting your phone away during a conversation, making eye contact, and really listening. That kind of presence is a natural magnet for people and opportunities.
The bottom quark is the engine room. It's pure discipline, the internal forge. You activate this every single time you do the unglamorous foundational work that nobody else sees. That extra half hour of practice every single day without fail. It's that silent repetition that forges real mastery. Then there's the TOP quark. This is your ambition. This is the force that sets your standards high. You activate this when you look at your own work and ask, is this my absolute best? It's like a vector, constantly pulling your performance, your goals, and your entire reality toward a higher potential. And finally, we come back to the LITE quark, that uniquely human element. Think of this as the master controller. You activate it through mindfulness, taking a 5-minute walk without your phone, just observing your thoughts without judging them. It's your conscious ability to filter out all the noise and see what's truly important.
So when you put all these pieces together, you're not just looking at self-development anymore. You're looking at self-architecture. It's about building your identity intentionally, piece by piece, instead of just letting it happen by default. And that's really who this is for. It's a system designed for people who approach their own growth with real intention. People who see their identity not as something fixed, but as something that can be consciously programmed and refined.
This one quote really captures the entire philosophy. Mindset is architecture, not emotion. See, it's not just some fleeting feeling, it's a structure. It's something you can design, build, and strengthen, just like an architect would design a building.
And that's the ultimate point. When you learn to understand and intentionally activate these small internal forces, these mental quarks, you unlock the ability to create massive, tangible changes in your external world. Which leaves us with one final, powerful question to think about. Looking at this whole framework at ignition, grounding, creativity, discipline, which one of these fundamental forces are you going to consciously choose to activate today?